I'm just playing. What up, though? Damn. What up, though? Been a minute on some shit. What other bullshit we gonna have going on tonight? See, I don't be coming on here for the bullshit, bro. Like, I really don't. I be chilling. Like, I honestly don't come on here for bullshit. Like, I really don't. I don't. I be chilling. But that was unsolicited bullshit. And then the fact that you sat in my room that long, just watch it, like, what the fuck? Like, that's, man. We good on that shit. So that's the bag, like, on this motherfucker or something. Like, that's the whoop on Bigo. Like, let me motherfucking go ahead and just start some shit rando as fuck. It's like, you cussing out niggas for what? Like, that's the shit that I don't get. Like, what the fuck you cussing us out for? We ain't did you shit. Uh, can y'all hear me? I'm sorry. I was ranting for nothing on this motherfucker. I hope y'all can forgive me. But yeah. It probably picked up through my camera, but it probably didn't pick up through the mic. So I don't give a fuck. Hit me with all the restrictions you got. I ain't giving two fucks tonight. So yeah. But what I really came to do was kind of talk about this little situation that I noticed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at one point in time, like, all right, I feel like we all had an influence of a big mama, right? At some point in time. At some point in time, you had a big mama, grandma. Um, this, I don't know, an elder type shit. You feel me? And what I know this is, say something. Say something so I can write in the chat. Please. Cause yeah. Where was your antennas? You should, oh, you had a pursuit. Never mind. Fuck. Never mind. I can't even get mad at you on that one. But I needed you. I need your ass. Like, I need you to come, you know what I'm saying? Like, come, with the wop. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but it's okay. It's all good. We did what was that said. You feel me? I don't like. I don't know. That shit's still weird to me, bro. Like, I don't. Maybe now I think about it. Maybe I don't like the aggressive ass shit. Like, maybe I'm like, hey, be subtle with me, be cool with me, and then I don't trust shit when I can't. I don't. You ain't your picture, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like you can have the name Miami, but it could be some whole other shit. Like it's too much for me to unpack right now. Like to try to figure out this mystery motherfucker. Like talking about some just ass shit. But I digress. But nonetheless, that's a throw that shit. But now, like what I intentionally ultimately came to this motherfucker for. Like every family had one. You feel me? Like even if you didn't have one, you had like a lady on the block. Like it could be sometimes be a candy lady. Like it could be just an older lady in the hood, like that just took care of motherfuckers. You feel me? All right. It just I don't know. It was just always a lady like that around. You feel me? Um, even some for some of us who was lucky enough, it was your great grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And some like I said, sometimes she really wasn't related at all. She just had that seniority in the hood, like or from school to the hood, like Miss Johnson and shit, Miss White, like niggas knew where to play at this shit. Like even if your ass was motherfucking into it at school, like y'all meeting up about to fight, y'all ain't finna do it in like in front of Miss Johnson house type shit. Like that was for shit show. Like you wasn't finna do that. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like you may call them a deal if that was your thing. My big mama, whatever. And she was like the historian of the family type shit. Like she knew everybody's birthday. She knew everybody's business, but never left the fucking house. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody, mama, grandmama, somehow every child in the neighborhood belonged to her. You feel me? And it was them like she's one of them ones that could call you on the street, even though you think nobody ain't checking and doing what they do. She watching, or she just happened to walk out the store and you ain't know this type of shit, and she just peeping shit, and she call you out. You feel what I'm saying? And say, "Hey, come here," and you gonna stop what the fuck you doing, and you go over there to her type shit. Like you gonna go if she need help, you gonna do it. She need help going across the street, even if it's just to get it to the house. Like it don't matter what the fuck it was. Like you was gonna do it, and you knew that innately. You feel me? Like the ones that used to like play the tambourine in church, but then stop and she'll give you one good hard stare, and you're like, yeah, let me start fucking up and eating all these peppermint. Let me stop tripping. Like I am out in this morning. Like I didn't have breakfast. Shit, And it wasn't even really about the ass woman. It was a level of respect that she had. You feel what I'm saying? Like just you knew not to fuck with her. Like especially like times where like say you like I grew up with the double ass whooping. You get an ass whooping from the lady in the neighborhood, your teacher, whoever caught you doing the fuck shit, and then they come get you home type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Especially like if you got corrected out and about like without them being around, bro. Like the punishment had just only begun type shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't over. And you feel me? So tonight, of many nights, we just simply exploring a question that kind of goes beyond what we would deem nostalgia, right? You feel me? And that's really what happened to the big mama generation. It kind of disappeared like the dinosaurs. You feel what I'm saying? Like it just what happened, and that's kind of like I had been mulling over this shit for like a couple of weeks, and it's like I really like that big mama, granny, my dear type don't really prominently as I used to. This made me shit. Think about it as it made me kind of as like what real role did like matriarchs and like the community elders play in like the family life of the neighborhood? Why do people like myself feel like that dynamic is missing more and more today? And also, can we learn without pretending the past was perfect? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm damn sure not saying like they was just all right, but it's way better than your grandmama and them great granny having the OnlyFans. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with your coin, but I'm just you know it's dynamic. You know what I mean? Like, I want this not to be about like romanticizing what you be or what we feel should be, you know what I'm saying? But like, every generation has its share of problems and bullshit. But like you can go poverty, abuse, addiction, sexism, silence around mental health, you name it, we can go there. But understanding of our operation may help us real like rebuild parts of what it lost by losing these certain dynamics. Right. All right. As we know, this may be the one thing that Hollywood didn't take and try to blow up. You feel what I'm saying? Big Mama wasn't a Hollywood thing. It wasn't a movie. It wasn't some like blockbuster film that made it adapt this thing. Long before you had movies and television, a lot of your Southern black families affectionately referred to the family's eldest respected woman as Big Mama. Similar titles across the South, including Mama Dear, Grandmama, Mother Dear, whatever it was for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? The name varies, but it carries the same weight. During slavery, and I think later through segregation, black families often depended heavily on extended family networks, which we kind of do, but it'd be like, hey, bro, I need a bowl. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the dynamic was back then type shit. Like, you want to stay connected even if y'all wasn't in the same state. You know what I'm saying? Now, most of the time, motherfuckers be happy to get the fuck away from motherfuckers. But I digress. Grandmothers frequently became the central figures of the family and economic shit. You know, the migration and the traveling for work, you know, possible military service, or just a simple family disruption that often helped raise grandchildren and other relatives. You know what I mean? Because you know, if you was at your grandma's house and it probably wasn't just you know what I'm saying? It's probably your cousins on the floor, y'all like 6 deep, could be, you know what I'm saying? This depends on the family. Some families more, you feel me? But like nonetheless, what the fuck is this motherfucker? Okay, it's whatever. I'm not gonna try it because once you start touching shit, it's gonna everything else up. But in a way, grandmothers, big mamas, Medeas, um, they became more than the place where you had to go when your parents was at work or when your parents weren't able, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I have a cedar chest full of my family's history and shit. You feel me? So it's just I go. But I did get it from the matriarch, which was my grandmother, my Gigi, my whoop. But they were more than just, you know, your babysitter. You could always go over there and have a good time. Uh, it was always fun at that motherfucker. I'm not gonna hold you. Grandma's house, my Gigi's house was a shit. Cause I'm eating what the fuck I want. Like, ain't like she tripping on me watching TV. I'm going to go play. Like it was a decent time. Like go swimming. Then like my uncle was over there. You know how that shit goes. So it was like yeah, it was decent. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? They acted more so like spiritual anchors at times. You know what I'm saying? Financial helpers. You know what I'm saying? When mama short on XYZ. You feel what I'm saying? Like they teach you about your culture, your heritage, your family, you know what I'm saying, where you come from. Usually the one to try to chill out all the bullshit in the family, like, hey, this fighting shit ain't what we need to be doing. But you know what I'm saying? In my eyes, before you had a Google, you had Big Mama and she was your Google. You feel what I'm saying? You ask her a question, she got the answer. Low key like herbalist on some shit or home remedies, you know what I'm saying? You would ask her. You feel me? Motherfucker need somewhere to stay. You know how that shit go. Spare bedroom, basement, whatever the case may be. You feel me? And if you needed somebody to pray with you, talk about God, what you go through, she already had a Bible open. Probably had 3 of them motherfuckers sitting throughout the house, already ready to go, primed and ready. You feel me? And I think that's what we failed to, or what for granted for so long. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm gonna always be here. It's gonna always be this. You know what I'm saying? And in reality, it might not be like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like for me, it wasn't like that. In the sense that, like, she passed when I was 10. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just like as I grew up, it was like, damn, when she was here. Or when Nick started driving, I go pick up type shit. Um, One thing I can say about then versus now was the village situation was real. Even though it's not a literal village, it was real. Um, One phrase a lot of people seem to make cliche today is it takes a village to raise a child, right? Right. Okay, we all heard the same old adage. But black communities throughout much of 20th century ish, that wasn't just a saying, it really reflected everyday life. And that's a fact. Like, hey Jen, like I remember this, like I remember, okay, I'm going to school in Fort Worth at the time. I think I'm staying in Kennedale, which is like what 45 minutes away. But I had football practice. So what we do is do my homework and shit either at Beefers. It's a closed restaurant now, but if you know, you know. Beefers was the shit to me. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers might not like it, but I damn near shank you down with a fork for a goddamn chocolate shake out that bitch. It was just what I ate, nonetheless. But we would either go there, if not there, most of the time we going to my aunt, like my great aunt. I want to say like, or great, yeah, I'm gonna say great grand, but Aunt Olamay's house, and we'll go over there, right? We'll go over to Aunt Olamay's house, and then like I think who was there? Barbara Jean was there, Sissy was there. I want to say it was just them two, and then it was like my other cousins, Dinky and Tootie and shit. They end up coming or whatever. But it's nonetheless like me and my cousin Bree, we be in that bitch. We go do whatever. Go play at the YMCA across the street. So I still remember my cousin got her ass stung and shit because we was going through a hole and it was a bee right there. And yeah, but great times. But yeah, or we go next door to the homie house and shit. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I did see a lot of shit back then, but nonetheless, that just my way of like I went through the same shit. Like it seemed like you had family everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Especially for me between Dallas and Fort Worth and shit. Like even though I wasn't going to Dallas like that. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I might go to North Park Galleria and dip the fuck out that bitch, but you wasn't gonna catch me at Big T like that at all. You wasn't gonna catch me on Keep and Post and 52nd and shit. No. Uh-uh. I pulled up, said hi, and left that motherfucker. I'm cool. But I stop for Rudy's, of course. You know what I'm saying? You must stop for Rudy's. But if you didn't get a chance to check it while I was here, then shit. You just have to ask a friend or something. But like I guess that's also the dynamic we miss in this shit because children, like we weren't just corrected by our parents, like or like you get punishment just from your parents. Like, yeah, our grandparents loved us and shit, but you still get talked to, chastised, and some shit, either way it went. You feel what I'm saying? But it was like you could be your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your like them name like you like your homeboy mama them. You feel what I'm saying? Like dead ass gonna dry snitch on you every time, especially if they catch wind of it. Like it ain't even really dry snitch, it's keeping your ass out of trouble. But we gonna look at it as dry snitch because like damn, bro, like you didn't really have to do all that, but they really did on some shit. Church members and that shit hit and miss. Um, oh, not culture. That coach teacher dynamic, that shit used to fuck over me. Like I used to like, bro, why do y'all talk so much? Like that's crazy. And then my teacher, so it's like I couldn't really lie. Like, hey, I was out of town. I ain't got this. Motherfucker, I watched you play and I saw your stats in the paper. Like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. So I ain't play that game like that. You feel me? But like, y'all remember getting kind of jacked up in the grocery store, or was that just me? Or was that just a me thing? You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't it be time I'm overly hyped. I don't know what the fuck for, maybe just off of life. Like, which ain't a bad thing, but if you tripped out in the grocery store, there was like a highly big chance that somebody else or another adult was gonna step in and let your parents know or some shit before they could even catch wind of what the fuck you was doing. Like, don't get me wrong, like that system was not perfect by any means. And there was a lot of times where adults did kind of cross boundaries. Some shit is like, hey, I could have told him myself, but you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it was a lot more nosiness than concern. You feel me? But in a way, it was kind of like a shared expectation that like children were like was everyone's responsibility. Like I'm pretty sure many of us remember. I'm gonna tell your mama, and somehow before you can make it back to the crib, your mama knew exactly what the fuck you was on by detail, and you couldn't lie yourself out that shit. And them be the worst ones because it's like I got no lie for this shit because what I had made up was based on her not knowing shit. But coming to find out, mama knows some shit and she know all the shit. So yeah. Um, I guess I'll get into why I feel grandparents matter so much, especially in my dynamic where my kids don't really on my side. I ain't gonna we gonna leave the other situation where it's at because you know what? Fuck that shit. Like, don't come at me sideways for this. But like, my kids don't have that dynamic of a grandparent type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. Like both my parents have transitioned and shit. So, and then my wife's parents, they do their own situation. Like it just is what it is, bro. But nonetheless, like this, way I feel about the shit, I don't feel like they have that dynamic that we grew up on. You feel what I'm saying? Or I grew up on. You feel what I'm saying? Like older generations carried experiences like we would have to learn from books almost. Cause like when I thought about my grandmother and when she was born, 1929, like think about what the fuck was going on like 1929 to 1940. Like that's a hell of a time to be growing up and shit. Like hell of a time. But I don't know. I also respect it too because it's like I feel like that's where a lot of her wisdom did come from. Like a lot of big mamas, Medeas, grannies, grandmas, whatever, maybe some TTs and thems and shit, whatever. Depends on how your family may be, but they lived through shit like Jim Crow segregation. Like my mom told me stories about having to go to like a colored fucking fountain and like having to walk in the back of Montgomery wards and shit. Like and like or the fountain be upstairs for the white people, but then the black people that go downstairs and shit. Like it'd be crazy. Like mom, she had them stories. Even when she went to Trimble Tech, like it was still. I think that was right after like they did segregate. I mean, not segregation. Uh, fuck integration. Um, as far as schools goes, I'm thinking Fort Worth. I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was before then, but like Trimble Tech around that time was still, I guess, transitioning for like her and her high school years or year. Yeah. So yeah, but economic recessions, food shortages, which that's why I highlighted 1920 to 1940. But if you caught it, you caught it, fuck it. Wars affecting families. Um, and raising children with limited resources, which ultimately help families with values that you really need, saving money, resourcefulness, because like it seemed like you could order grandma because she always had it, even though she's probably on a limited income. You know what I'm saying? She just know how to get money. You faith, perseverance, just listen to however you may see it, whatever you may want to put it as, and just like responsibility of the community, like your people, like looking out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure we eat. You know what I'm saying? Not just, Um, I can say a lot of us as grandchildren learn practical life skills from spending time with grandparents, whether it was like a home ec crash course type shit, cooking, gardening, sewing, budgeting for the month, maybe fixing some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or just caring for others, like, you know what I mean? Like those everyday lessons often became life habits that we ultimately had instilled in us. You know what I mean? Now, if you are like myself, many millennials, um, like I feel like the '90s created like a it. How do I put this without sounding fucking retarded? Um, the '90s kind of not at the time, but like as we got older, I feel like being a '90s baby, you got kind of like split into two worlds, if that makes sense. Like you may observe being a grandchild and whoop de bam. But then like now that's not a dynamic that you see that's prominent. So it's like it's kind of a weird contrast. You feel what I'm saying? Um for many millennials, like the '90s combined like a traditional community life, like playing in the neighborhood, waking up, first thing you do, you get dressed, brush teeth, whoop whoop, get you out the door. You going to your homie house, you finna go get that homie, y'all on bikes. One couple homies might be walking, y'all mobbing through the neighborhood, going to the park, probably playing pickup games, talking shit, you know what I'm saying, depending on how your record may be at the park. If you know, you know. You feel what I'm saying? Like sometimes your ass couldn't get on the court if you wasn't the right two or three niggas. You feel me? Who this? Oh, hey, how you doing? Speak of the devil. I told you, bro. I needed you. I need you. I needed you. I was being attacked. Oh shit! Let me chill. Fuck y'all, stop bullshit. Oh god, you should have came on Bigo. You should have came on Bigo. Be my bodyguard and shit in these Bigo streets. You feel me? And no, before you even go there, I didn't start shit. I didn't do nothing. Nathan, nothing. I was an innocent bystander. I got hit with a stray. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. Like for me, it was like I remember going like Robert Mack's house. That was a whole different dynamic for me. But it was cool. It still gave me that like that was like what I thought was cool. Like not all the time I could go outside and just be kicking it like that. You feel what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying. But like when I could do that and just be a kid, that shit was fun. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was it was dope. Like I remember them days like I'd be at like I'll just use Robert Mack. I'd be at Mac house. We might wake up and meet up with all his like real shit. That's who fuck put me on Afro Man. Like to be honest with you, but like yeah, just like that was one of them. It was just a gang of us at the park. We don't play fucking four square, and we played nigga drift. But yeah, it was just like somehow, some way, motherfucker had Afro Man, Code 45. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. But it was just times like that, like where you didn't like you really woke up with no fucking plan. Like it was just like go knock on to see if the nigga up. And then yeah, and hopefully he was in good standing with the parents. And you were the bad friend. Which I was sometimes. I didn't know it was, but yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, bro, like that. You didn't send like, hey, nigga, you up? Oh, you going to knock on the? Hi, Mrs. So and so is is Whoop the Whoop here? Oh yeah, he's upstairs. All right, can I go up? Yes, ma'am. I mean, yeah, you can. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, appreciate it. And you shoot upstairs. Then you talking about, hey, Nick, you seen the? And then that's when you catch up, and then that's when the shit started jumping off. But like even if you was gone too long, like you had your designated hotspots that like your parents would call or try to check on you and be like, "Hey, is it here? No, okay, let me go check the part." Or you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like on some. It wasn't on no like irresponsible shit. It's just like your parents were comfortable enough for you to like actually mob and do shit without a nigga trying to do some funny shit or well, I mean, we did at that time with the band, like the little 18 band rolling around, but that shit got put to a halt. So yeah, I don't know. Like for us, yeah, like you did have like potlucks at church and shit, like little church picnics, family reunions, but it wasn't. Now it just seemed like motherfuckers just throwing ass and getting drunk. But I mean, it was I don't know, like cool shit used to happen. You feel me? Or like just I don't know. I miss community sport. Like I guess because it's the area I live in, but I miss like you knowing like the kids from like little niggas all the way on up. And like everybody in the area played in the league. So like even if y'all fuck around and go to the same school, y'all might have fucked around and played with each other in like Pee Wee or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like or like yo homeboy go to school across town and y'all fuck around and remember each other from playing Pee Wee football, like or baseball. What else did I play? Yeah, football and baseball at the time. Yeah. I don't know. It was shared meals. Like you actually sat down for dinner, like with each other and shit. Like honestly, technology existed, but it wasn't the center of childhood yet. Like it was kind of like there, but it was in the distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we had TV, you know, iPod, Zoom, Walkman, CDs, portable DVD players. Yeah, but then thinking about it, like if you, yeah, it really was like kind of, I don't know, like it was there, but it was more so like to like, okay, I got a portable DVD because we going on a class trip. All right, but I know me and my nigga finna sit here and watch movies and shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that because that exact little situation on a class trip is how I end up getting my first porno. How the fuck they sold it to me? How the fuck I got it? What the fuck Tennessee was on at the time? I don't know. But nonetheless, I got that Mary Carey little Girls Gone Wild situation. So shout out to them. Appreciate y'all. And whoever worked at that pawn shop that day. Fuck it. How the fuck did we even find this in the pawn? Like, bro, we was diabolical. Oh, shout out to Jay, man. That was my nigga, bro. Look like a grown ass man in seventh grade, but that was my boy though. Well, I think he was supposed to be in ninth or some shit. I don't know, but yeah, that nigga there was just. I was like, bro, what the fuck? You got a full beard, nigga. Like, I ain't even thought about that shit yet. Oh no, I don't fuck around with PKs. But I don't know. Bullshit aside, like we all like everybody know kind of the Medea shit because of Tyler Perry, honestly. Um, I guess what makes Medea so good is the fact that she's so relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, like she reminds me of my Gigi. Like, she wasn't gonna carry a gun, but she'll use that bitch. But at the same time, I always knew her for having ice picks. Like every like that's just what I knew for to have. Like she gonna have her little purse, cigarette pouch, whatever the fuck you want. It's guaranteed to have at least two items in that motherfucker. Play one to. If I'm not taking, she stabbed my dad. So yeah. Oh man. But in the end, I do understand it. Like, mm, you just can't play with everybody, man. Like, I mean, I feel like this. If she did anything, you deserved it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's intentional. So yeah. But nonetheless, um, like we know, like we know underneath all like the exaggerations, like what Medea really represents and what she is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we really understand the fact of she does what she does, and she acts the way she acts. But we can take some of those traits without the exaggeration, and also know that it's it's part of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's what we know and what we giggle about when like it happened, or like we know it in our head, but like you just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ain't for the world. You know, like I mean, hey, and I say what I said because ain't no. I mean, but look. It statute of limitations up. Everybody is deceased. Look, man. I mean, it was fucked up. All right, like I ain't got no excuse for the shit. Like it just fucked up. Like I mean, shit. I ain't like give a damn. Obviously, so fuck. I mean, he was alright. That nigga made it though. He was a big boy. So yeah, like, tough cookies. But nonetheless, it's I guess it's what okay. Well, we can. I'm gonna break it down like this, and well, I'm gonna ask this: would a Medea title or okay, Big Mama, Soul Food, Big Mama type shit that we know and love, would that be a certain archetype in the black community, or am I wrong for that? Or is it just too far gone and it's just like, yeah, it used to be an archetype, but now it's more so like a myth type shit. Like it used to be prominent, but it's like now, I don't know. Can't verify that information. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like y'all let me know, man. Like I said, this is just questions and shit that I just had to bring to the table. Um, but nonetheless, like you knew underneath, like maybe the jokes, wisecracks, probably loud and more likely vulgar at times language. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was a protective elder who spoke bluntly and spoke the truth and really didn't give a fuck about your feelings. Like, what are these things you call feelings? You know what I mean? Like, they told you the shit you needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? And like the shit kept you accountable. Like, you wasn't getting away with too much of shit. Like, even if it don't come to you in that type of way, like in like a condescending type of shit, but more so like I peeped the play. You ain't finna do that shit, and we finna talk about this. But like, it was never like for me. I don't. It wasn't like raised voices and no shit, but she was blunt as a motherfucker. Like I still remember when she called my cousin a booty bandit. That shit was funny. But I digress. Um, yeah, it was crazy back then. Can't judge him. I love him, but yeah, it was weird. Um, even with that being said, like the one who welcomes, like it didn't matter what, like into our home, like even if they wasn't supposed to be there, most of the time they would do their thing. Hey, do I have lemonade in there? Or y'all drink my shit? I, I'm guessing that's a yes. Ooh, I got some juice. Um, I don't know. That she was. I don't know. Like, you gonna drop it like mean? Good night. My bad. What? I lost where I was at. Finna wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get through this so y'all can go to bed. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm high. Leave me alone, y'all. Don't judge me. And if you're at somewhere that's not allowed, I'm sorry. Just mute me for a second. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I forgot. I got. Oh okay, I did. I was like, I didn't turn the camera back on. Oh shit. Ooh, it was one of them nights, man. But we made it through the week, right? Made it through this motherfucker. Thank God. Shout out to Shidoria working hard. You know what? I ain't gonna even say that because then it's gonna be taken the wrong way. I was gonna make jokes, but then I'm like, you might not be here, so it's gonna sound like I'm just like joking you for nothing. So I'll leave it alone. Now, if we can have a dynamic back and forth, then I'll be cool with that because I feel like that's fair game. But right now, I don't know what you're doing, so I'm gonna leave you be. But just know, I'm a Swanton Bomb Frog Splash RVD on in the morning, so be prepared. All right, now what ultimately changed in this dynamic, right? That's the whole point of this shit. I don't think it was one single event that like caused the family dynamics to start shifting. But like I think it was long term changes, like of like shit that couldn't be controlled that reshaped the whole American life landscape. You feel me? Um, when you think about like maybe economic pressure, you know, the cost of housing, childcare, transport, and healthcare had which has all risen significantly like over the years. You know what I mean? And many households now require two incomes. You know what I mean? And that's something that I like how'd I put this? Like it didn't my mom was always gonna work, but it didn't seem like she necessarily had to. But she did it for her own shit, which was smart because in the end she, you know what I'm saying, had to make her own move. But like now it feels like it's more so a requirement like than it is like, hey, you want some extra money? Let's, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't that type of part. Excuse me. And you know, now it's like the grandparents who would be retired are still working for motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? And it's less available time. So that means probably fewer opportunities to go see an extended family or have that extended family support. You know what I mean? Like we used to have. Um, when you think about it, families are way more spread out like throughout the states than before. Like it's a lot of mobility in the geography, if you want to say it like that. You feel me? Now people are more so moving for jobs, you know, military service. Shout out to Jordan and Shawnee and the oh, she got it. Never mind, we ain't going there. Oh. I don't know. It's been on some baby shit lately, man. Like I just realized, like, all my people's, you know, became parents and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it be like cool as shit because they were like I remember them when they weren't who they are now. You feel what I'm saying? And it just be like, that's my big sister with a child now. Like she married and shit. Like that's cool. Like my nigga, he done had a baby and shit and settled down and shit. Like that's cool. And then like to see the like similarities and then it's I don't know. Low key warm nigga heart. That's all. But yeah. A child who wants to live next door to grandparents may only see them during holidays, which is very true. Um, Now when you look at this shit, I'm him. What up, though? Um, I don't know. Like I feel like tech has played a part in this shit. Like, because most times, like young people have like a unprecedented like access to information. Like Google, their phone always in their hand. Phone is always in our hands too. So you feel what I'm saying? Like they spend way more time in screens than I think really in I think we was right at the end beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like '09, 10. It was like that transition period to what we have now, I feel. Um Now it's the algorithm is your friend type shit. Like I think if you compare like a best friend BFF type shit relationship friendship versus the algorithm, I'm sure the algorithm would know way more than your best friend at this point, because it's like now the algorithm compete with parents, the teachers and elders for your attention. Like, you remember, boy, you just go in the kitchen and that's how you learn how to make, or whip it up from scratch, or just seeing the utensils and shit. Oh, okay, I wonder what that was for. Or if you really, really, when the cake got done mixing in the bowl with the stand mixer or the hand mix, you know what I'm saying? You would get the little parts, pop them off, and then you get your little, the situation. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much because motherfuckers will be on some weird shit. But you feel what I'm saying? It was little treats like that, like make it balance. You eat the rest of the batter out the bowl. Like, that's just, I don't know. That was normal kid shit, but that would require you to have some attention towards that person, that elder. Um, Technology can always educate us. It can connect us. You know what I'm saying? It's still not the same thing as face to face, but you, yeah, it's the same shit. But like, it's eliminating a lot of face to face interaction. Because I hate to say it, like, even with the fucking B girl, like, motherfuckers in real life wouldn't be doing half the shit they're doing if they weren't behind the screen. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers really ain't extra like that, in my opinion. I don't feel like motherfuckers. I feel like people have a character that they see people like it. They just keep doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think everybody is the same way face to face with people. Like the same motherfucker yelling, screaming, rage baiting and shit. Yeah, I know. That, you know what I'm saying, breaking shit on stream would probably the chill motherfucker probably wouldn't even know they was in the room type shit. Like, it wouldn't even be on that type of time. You know what I mean? Like, you just, I don't know. I feel like you got avatars, you got characters, and then you got who people really are. And it's so easy for motherfuckers to hide behind something else, a screen name, fake page, fake profile, whatever. And now they got a whole new life. Like, they really feel like they who they pretend to be, not who they really are. You know? And motherfuckers be really too goddamn nosy. So I mean, as far as like community changes, people often know fewer neighbors than before, like when we was, probably running around. Which I feel like I, it's a vibe. Like, it's not. I don't want to say energy because motherfucker said people don't learn toxic and energy and won't let the shit go and shut the fuck up. So I ain't gonna say energy. I'm gonna say frequency. Goddamn it! Like, you can tell, like, that neighbor that is kind of like overly invasive. Like, you want to know some more shit. Like, you ain't over it for nothing good. But it's just, I don't know. Maybe the world just got worse, or maybe people got worse at hiding their shit. Um, I don't really see, like, even though the neighborhood watch was corny as a motherfucker, and I feel like that was a prime example of motherfuckers just not having a life and nothing to do. Like, I'd rather be a fucking cross guard than be on the fucking night watch, neighborhood watch shit. Like, fuck that. That's just asking to be in people's business. Like, who the fuck want to do that? But, like, just a lot of shit has changed, even the church dynamic, because now you don't necessarily have to go to church face to face. Now you can watch it on YouTube on Sundays, Wednesdays, whatever your preference, Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as the community start to become less connected, like the informal support networks start to become weak as a motherfucker. You feel me? Like, And don't get me wrong, like every generation has strengths and challenges, you know what I'm saying? So like today's youth really are more technologically skilled than in the past. Um More informed about mental health, which was always a big thing. Should have been a big thing. They're globally connected, but I feel like everyone being connected, everyone starts becoming plain. Like Southern vernacular ain't Southern vernacular because one nigga from pop, and then everybody started listening to him. Then everybody started using their slangs and shit instead of where they from. That's just how I feel. Like I feel like a lot of slangs and shit that used to be for a certain place have now become renowned and global. Just like drill. Like look how drill is everywhere. At least the culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like the youth now is what they're way more comfortable discussing their emotions and how they feel and like how things makes them feel. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in tune with that whole aspect kind of early. You know, and at the same time, like, experts have supposedly noted an increase in loneliness, anxiety, and social isolation. Because if you look on YouTube, it's plenty of channels like I'm 32 and I don't go outside, or I'm 32 and I'm a loner, and you know what I mean. Like it's just nobody want to fuck with nobody no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like I guess peace is bliss, but can it be too blissful? You know what I mean? Or it's kind of like you just scared to interact with people because of like insecurities. You know what I mean? You never know. Um, and I feel like it's a lot of these fucking trends and social media and the pressures to be popular, be cool, and designer this, designer that. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like makes shit weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I feel like that pushes back into all these different aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? Or what the youth go through now versus what we went through. Like, yeah, it was brand names, but like now, nigga, like if you ain't wearing LV, Prada, Da Vinci, Ferragamo, something, you feel me? Like you really ain't on shit, and that's how it is presented on social media and culture, really. Ain't nobody trying to stop the shit. You know what I'm saying? And if they are, it's usually like the one they call the conscious rapper or the woke artist or shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Um, I feel like this is just part of human development, which is very complex. But it's like important that we don't just blame a generation or blame technology. Like it just kind of like this what the fuck it blossomed into. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's why you have people like MySpace trying to revamp and saying they trying to come back. You feel me? Like tech is in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going nowhere, and it's like it's giving people a new chance to do shit. So I mean, in that aspect, can't be mad. I feel like we should go back to the Sunday dinners. Like, even though like we have moved past, like we're trying to get away from the trauma in our generations or the generational trauma, we're which is good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we trying to get away from the harmful shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like at the same time, while trying to dodge the generational trauma shit, we've also kind of drifted away from like the valuable shit that was worth preserving. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the regular Sunday family meals. You know what I'm saying? Or daily family meals. You feel me? Like talking to the elders and like you know what I'm saying, like you going up as you know what I'm saying with the elders, and then you may talk to your little cousins and shit and pass game on to them. You know what I mean? Like accountability, like you know what I mean, like that. I hate to say it, but like that. Damn, I gotta hang my head down. Yeah, you right. I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a mentorship across different age groups. You know what I'm saying? Like you almost wanted to learn the shit from the elders just so you can teach your little cousins and you know nieces, nephews, whatever the case may be. Cool to check on neighbors and like know that you know not well listening to stories, but usually it was parties. Like that's when the stories come out. Everybody feeling good. Everybody kind of like tipsy, what have you, whatnot. And then the stories start coming out, and then you love it, but you learn shit in the process, nonetheless. Yeah, but like that's just shit to make you feel connected and supported, like within your own community. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't saying like the village got to look like it did then. That's not what I'm saying. Like with anything in life, like what I'm in, my little whole little journey is like it don't have to be like a big, humongous, gradual step, like or you just piling it on yourself like hella bad. But be them small choices you make, stacking up days. Like at first, I didn't understand that shit because like I was so in routine back in the day, like I didn't think about it like that. It was like I had to do the shit. Like it just came with it. You feel me? But it's like when you think about stacking days, it's like even if it's one solid day of production, one solid hour of you doing some shit for yourself or for your dream or whatever your business, whatever it is, those it adds up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even with the village scenario that I'm trying to paint, like even that starts with small choices by somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like even though this ain't damn sure ain't my dynamic, but if this is your dynamic, by all means, like invite the grandparents, you know what I'm saying, into the children's lives. Like let them, you know what I'm saying, know the old school versions of this shit. If and when applicable, because you know some old motherfuckers don't know how to. Never mind. We just going, yeah. But yeah, if you can do this, please do it. Like you know what I'm saying. Let them get their wisdom passed down to them. Just probably monitor the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like just in case that family dynamic ain't the best. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Create weekly family dinners, like one day a week. Y'all just theme it out. You know what I'm saying? And just kick it and chill. Make sure your schedule's aligned because I feel like this. You'll take time out. This is what I'm realizing too. So like, don't don't ever feel like I'm saying shit like I'm preaching to a motherfucker. Like I'm talking to myself too. But you can mark out time for everything else. Like motherfuckers will mark out 50 hours a week for the job, but won't mark out 1 hour to play with your kids. You won't mark out 1 hour to play with your wife, talk to her, ask her how her day was. But then we wonder why shit be fucked up or the relationship we think we have with a person ain't really what it is. So it's like I understand they creating the time shit. So for shit show. Well, Bigo got the best of me, but it's okay. I ain't worried about it. I was on there long enough. Yeah, definitely long enough. Um, I mean, like all this shit is really depending on your living situation, where you at in your neighborhood, how safe is your neighborhood, things of that nature. But sometimes you do have to take a risk and just, you know, do what you do. Um, I've been thinking about this for a while, even though I don't fuck with people. I feel like you should record your elders telling family stories. Whatever, like I've learned to like, okay, I'm not gonna put what I know into it. I'm gonna let you tell your perspective your way and let that be what it is. I'm not gonna challenge it. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool. That we don't see it the same, but hey, this how you view it. We're just gonna get it on record. You know what I'm saying? Um, attend local events. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like practical skills. Like, okay, you know that like generations are having older generations maybe having issues coming into technology and how much it's growing. Just sit down, like find you a spot somewhere. Like, it don't have to be nothing major. Get you like six, older people. Teach them Word, Excel, how to use their phones. What's a USB-A? What's a USB B? What's lightning cable? You feel what I'm saying? That type shit. Just teach them practical shit that they gonna have to use at some point. Um, at some point, I think like we gotta stop trying to be cool and start being reliable. If that makes sense. It probably don't, but that's okay. In my head, it makes sense. Um, like like even me growing up, I wanted to be the cool uncle. Like I wanted to be the cool son. Like I wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? This a smooth nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like at some point, like that should be cool until can you think about it like can a motherfucker really rely on you? Like are you reliable? Like are you gonna come through every time? You feel what I'm saying? Not 50%, not batting 500, like every time. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about this shit, like great communities, beautiful communities are built through repeated acts of care and kindness, which is a double entendre on some shit because you look at the world contrast because you look at the world we living in, the shit they show us in the media, YNs, quote unquote, which is a horrible fucking situation in itself, but that's a episode for another day. But we lack in that empathy, that care, and that kindness. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like to a point to where like back in the day, you knew a nigga wouldn't get mad at his mama, his grandmama, or his aunties. You down there protecting them right, wrong, in between. Now that shit don't matter, and that's what we losing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it like this. The question isn't whether the past was better by any means, even though we know the '90s was better. But shout out to the '80s babies, the '70s, '60s, '50s. If you come through and fuck with me, you know what I'm saying. But, respectfully, I think the question is whether we. I don't want to put this. Like, are there anything? Well, is there anything from previous generations that still deserve a respectable place in our future? Like your big mama and your Madeas, your grannies, Gigi's, whatever. They weren't important because they were perfect. She was important because she showed up every time. Um, like most women in our lives, whether it's your wife, girlfriend, fiance, booty buddy, situationship, fuck buddy, cuddy buddy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You feel me? Um, always represented consistency in an uncertain world. And as a man, that's the one thing you need. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's it's crazy when you think about that shit, but it's the God honest truth. You know, like how many times did you hear no from her? I ain't got it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like even she stretched herself thin, she did it. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of, you know? And maybe a lot of us, a lot of our families today, we don't need to recreate the past. Maybe we just need more people willing to become that dependable elder, mentor, neighbor, friend that every generation deserves, no matter how it looks. You know what I mean? So as you drift off tonight, whatever you're doing, whether you Jay, whether you next to your boo boo, um, whether you riding, whatever the fuck you doing, you smoking, drinking, sipping on a little something nightcap shit, you know. Um, Try to think about the person who feels a role in your life. Um, God willing, if they're still here, give them a call. Try to honor them by passing forward with them stability and love that they gave you. Uh, Maybe one day someone may be looking to you to be the next big mama, the next respected uncle, the next neighborhood mentor, coach, teacher, the next person who helps hold a family and maybe even a community together. Just think about it. Squish Arcana, how I read this message. Till next time.